Hey guys, it's Vic Mark. I'm just here to bring to you my tournament report from the Kissimmee Regional I went to over the weekend. I ended up playing Dinos. I didn't really know what I should play. I thought of a couple other decks, but I really wanted to play Dinos for the first regional back. Trying to get my invite, but it didn't work out. I started off pretty well, started off 2-0, and then I started losing from there, and yeah, it wasn't all that great. I ended up dropping round 7. But either way, let's just get straight onto the deck profile. Okay, so starting off the monsters, I played 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor. Of course, best normal summon of the deck. Of course, with the 1 Misc and the 1 Giant Rex, pretty much as my main level 4s as well. Of course, everyone knows why Misc is there, and Giant Rex is always a good recursion. Next, second best normal summon of the deck, 2 Amador Archosaur. And to go with that, I played 3 Baby Ceratosaurus and 2 Petite Pteranodon. I don't know if I said this earlier, but this is kind of a going second build. It can go first or second, really, but I pretty much chose to go second during the tournament. I think I won almost every dice roll, and yeah, pretty much chose to go second. Next, of course, boss monsters of the deck, 2 Conductor, and then the 1 Pangertops. Also, I did play the 1 Kaiju. Pretty much, it just searchable out to anything that's big enough that Conductor can't get over, or something that can't die by battle. Next, I did play the Xeno package. So I am playing 2 Xeno Meteorus. And then I'm actually playing 2 Vanillas, so the 1 Frostosaurus and then the 1 Megalo Smasher X. The reasoning behind 2 Vanillas, the Megalo Smasher X, of course, is just an extra level 4 for any rank 4 plays, or even making a Baron or a Chen Yang. And of course, Frostosaurus is making rank 6 plays. Playing Lars is pretty good. Card's pretty good. Next, I only play a few hand traps. I play double Ash. Of course, Ash is great in this format. It's great against Branded Fusion. It still hits almost every rogue matchup as well. And then double Droll. Now this card, of course, hits almost meta deck in the tournament right. Well, in this season, pretty much. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But either way, Ash and Droll were the 2 hand traps I played. I only played 2 of each. Originally was supposed to be 3 Ashes and 3 Drolls, but I had to make cuts for other cards. Next for the spells, I played the 3 Lost World. I went back to 3 with a Terraforming, so pretty much 4 Lost World. It's a great card to see while going second. And of course, for consistency, the triple Fossil Dig. And also the 2 Ground Xeno. Pretty much Ground Xeno. Of course, searches any of the Vanillas or the 1 tuner I play. Well, the 2 of the Xeno Meteorus. But popping a baby off is always great. Of course, next, double pill. Have to be able to search something off Archosaur. For some of the going second cards, I of course played 2 Book of Eclipse. Now this card is actually pretty good this format. I think almost everybody I've seen playing at the regional was playing either 3 Book of Moon or 3 Book of Eclipse or both. And yeah, it did a lot. The one thing I did wish that I did end up playing probably Dark Hole over it in the main deck, just because there was a few times I would book my opponent's field and I wouldn't be able to fully clear the field because of back row and everything like that. You guys played a few Rescue Ace players, and they would just draw a good amount of cards, draw all their hand traps and everything off Book of Eclipse, and then I couldn't do much. Next, 2 Dark World no more. Easy for breaking boards. And double Talents. Of course, Talents could also be a going first card, but really be able to look at your opponent's hand to keep on playing, and then also, say, getting rid of hand traps or taking one of their monsters that can negate or pop something like a Baron. It's pretty good. And then the last card is the 1 Called by the Grave. Yeah, you should always play Called by the Grave. I played 42 in the main deck. Next, for the extra deck, start off with the Link monsters. I played the 1 Link Rebo and the 1 Secure Garden to go with it. Next, I played the Pentastag. The Nightmare Cerberus, of course, be able to out Bagusa is pretty good. Also, you can pop the token and keep on playing that way. The One Nightmare Phoenix and One Nightmare Unicorn, of course, for utility. And then, of course, the One Access Code. Yeah, being able to go for game is pretty good. Also clears back row. Next, for the Xyz, I play the one number 60, Dagaris Timeless. Making Conductor 7K with having Penta Stag on field is how I won most of my games. So, the one Abyss Dweller, you do get locked into Dragon, Sea Serpent, Dino, and Worm from the extra deck. So, being able to make a Dweller sometimes is actually pretty good. Actually, it's also pretty useful against Unchained if I were actually to make it. But no, I lost Unchained round 3, table 1, and yeah, it kind of sucked. The one Dolka and the one Logit, that's never going to change. The newest addition is the one Lars. This card's a very pretty 25th century rare. Or, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm saying sometimes. Next, I did play 2 Synchros. I played the one Baron de Fleur. Of course, being able to negate cards and pop a baby is pretty good. And the one Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign, Chen Yang. Like I said, you get locked in worms and everything. And I played the one Dino Fusion. I actually did make this a few times to deal some good damage and also to protect my life points because it's a big monster, and even if you pop it or destroy it by battle, you just get it right back. Next for the side deck. Now, of course, side deck is always player preference, depending on what you think is good for your meta around you. Go for locals or anything, or for the event. For me, I pretty much have been siding the same thing on almost every deck right now. 2 to 3 gold spells normally in my side deck. 2 in this time because I'm also playing the 2 Bysteel Magnamut and the 1 Jerusalem Worm. Those are all pretty much for branded, for Dark World, for anything that is light and dark for the most part. Dragon Link. The last monster I was siding was the one Overtext Qualis. I didn't want to main it because it is a brick, but it is good against any trap deck or spell deck such as like Runic or Skystrike or anything. Pretty much against all those, or even against the Rescue Ace deck is pretty good to sign in. Next, I played 2 Dark Hole. I kind of wish I mained these, but it was pretty good in the side. It came up whenever I needed it. Next was the 1 Feather Duster and the 3 Twin Twisters. Now, Feather Duster, I kind of wish I really did main. Probably next time I do play this deck, if I'm playing going second, I'm going to main that. And also main deck Thrust again. Because Thrust was actually a pretty good card when I did main deck it, but I wanted to try without it this time. But Feather Duster is pretty needed against the Rescue Ace deck. That's the only deck I played multiple times. Last 3 cards were 3 anti-spells. For of course, when I am going first or against Runic, being able to, of course, set this floodgate can win you the game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, I did have some fun at the tournament. Be able to see a lot of friends, be able to see Jeremy Mitchell and everybody. Being able to see some of my friends top and get their invites on their first regional back was pretty good too. And then, of course, afterwards, me and my family went over to Universal on Sunday. Since we have the Freedom Passes, we're able to go until, December 24th. We're just able to have some fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Vic Merck signing off. Everybody have a nice night.